How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. The Fed just crashed the market, and you can see that Bitcoin is below the support that we've held for, about a month now? And the stock market is also falling down now too with the news over from the Fed. So I want to talk to you about what they just said that is causing the market to fall and what we can do. So of course, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button and the subscribe button, I really appreciate that. You guys can check out the link underneath the video to BlockFi to get an interest rate on your crypto and maybe start buying over there, where you can get up to $250 worth of Bitcoin for free when you sign up and start depositing. So Bitcoin fell below support. We see some other cryptos falling down too. It was kind of a quick jolt to the crypto market. And what happened was we had the Fed minutes come out. So this is from their meeting from December 14 and 15. And basically it is very hawkish. So the Fed minutes reflect growing unease over high inflation. We know that inflation has been very high, causing people to want to invest in things like Bitcoin even more, but we also realize that, hey, Bitcoin does trade with the tech stocks, and when there's high inflation, that leads to a greater likelihood that the Fed will start raising rates, and then the growth stocks do worse. So federal officials at their meeting last month eyed a faster timetable for raising interest rates this year and a greater discomfort with high inflation. Some officials thought that the Fed should start shrinking their $8.7 trillion portfolio of bonds and other assets relatively soon after beginning to raise rates, the Fed minutes said. So they were already expecting to taper faster than expected. They talked about that recently. They're also talking about raising interest rates faster, and then they're also talking about cutting down on the assets that they have. So basically sucking up a lot of the liquidity. This is causing a lot of people to be really worried, right? So like I said, not only just the interest rates and the fact that they're tapering bond purchases, but they're actually talking about selling off this, selling some of these bonds and other assets. So that is causing a lot of people to be worried. A lot of us didn't think that this was going to happen so quickly. I mean, we thought interest rates maybe March or a little bit later in the year, maybe towards the middle of the year. But now they're talking about actually decreasing their portfolio really quickly after, possibly several months after they start increasing rates, which we did not expect. Now, one thing to pay attention to now is the fact that there's a lot of leverage in the market. This is going to be really interesting to see what happens to this, but I've been talking about, for the last couple months actually, talking about keeping money on the sidelines and not going all into anything, because the fact is there's a ton of leverage in the market right now and we get shaken out pretty often here. Now, I've said this really a lot recently, but we don't know if this is short leverage or long leverage, but we can see that it's very high. So there's going to be high volatility. And the fact is, if it is long leverage, we are falling down support. So people will probably try to liquidate you, right? Be ready for some turbulent times, because if you are on leverage, there are whales that are watching that and want to shake you out. So they're going to be able to drop the market pretty quickly if there's a lot of long leverage as opposed to short leverage. So be ready for liquidations, be ready with some cash on the sidelines. Check out the link down below to BlockFi. Again, this is just something that has to happen. We need to raise interest rates at some point. It's just happening a little bit faster than people expected. So you might be able to pick up some good deals in the market, in crypto or in stocks. I've been dollar cost averaging over the last month or so in crypto without any huge buys, but I do have a good amount of money on the sidelines to buy more in case we see some deals. I'd really like to pick up some more Solana. If anything falls down enough, I will definitely start considering it. Polygon around $2, I'd definitely be looking at that too. Now, I always am a net buyer of Bitcoin and Ethereum, so those I think are just going to be great long term, but anything can happen in the short term. So pay attention. I do have a video coming later today on some actually exciting stuff and what whales are buying and selling, because it is kind of interesting, but I'll leave this video short, but definitely hit subscribe if you want to see that video later today. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.